Alright, and I think we're good to get started. Let's get to it. Yeah, they got ourselves a new lockbox out. I'm kind of surprised because it seems kind of like they were doing the Infinity lockboxes for quite some time. Quite some time. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this thing's probably gonna be in, or the ship's probably gonna be in the thing, in the lockbox once this event's over, or what have you. All right, let's get in. Let's do the Kobayashi. Let's do the Kobayashi Maru.
Welcome to the Gamma Quadrant training facility. Today, you'll be running through a modified version of a legendary Starfleet training scenario, the Kobayashi Maru. In this exercise, you must protect the Kobayashi Maru as long as possible. You'll want to keep your teammates alive as well. The conflict will get harder as you progress, thanks to local hazards and attacks from enemy vessels.
Understood. So I never realized that this ship, because the thing it was introduced in never showed that it had a cloaking device. Never showed that it had a cloaking device.
This is the Kobayashi
Oh,
Maru. 19 crews out of all Tier 6. We have struck a gravitic mine and have lost all power. Our hull is penetrated and we have sustained many casualties.
somebody's got the Typhon there. It looked like somebody had an. I'm not entirely sure if that's what it was, but it looked like somebody had a cloaking auto. It looked like somebody had a Odyssey that cloaked too, even though I'm pretty sure that's not what that was.
It's not over yet. The next wave is coming.
I'll keep by the Kobayashi. I'll keep by the Kobayashi Maru here.
The next wave is incoming.
Everybody's just firing weapons only for the ship to disappear. Yo, I'm getting pushed.
Heads up! Another wave is coming your way.
All right. Oh, the bombardment. The bombardment thing's active. I need to keep watch for that. boss ships back this way.
Get ready for another wave. The Vengeance of Fix is active.
More Jim Hadar ships coming in.
Kobayashi Maru's health is at 50%. Kobayashi Maru's health is at 25%.
I don't think activating the things are gonna. I don't think activating the things are gonna work, but
Heads up! Another wave is coming your way. Enemy assault incoming. Survive the onslaught.
Dolian ships. Hey, how's it? Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
Kobayashi Maru's health is at 10%.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that all the time, to be honest. And unfortunately, I blew up right at the end, right at the end of the event.
Get ready for another wave. Alright everyone, this simulation is over. Here are your results.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I get that. I get that a lot, to be honest. All right, I'm doing pretty. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks. All right.
Odo's found something intriguing in the Masan system. Something the founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. That certainly piques my curiosity. I'll meet you in the Masan system. Odo wants to travel incognito this time. I trust you'll be able to deliver him and that surly Gem Hadar bodyguard of his to the Masan system intact. One more thing. I've taken the liberty of informing Captain Kira, and she'll be joining us as well. After the Karema incident, she's taken a personal interest in high-level Dominion activity, particularly where Ambassador Odo is involved.
All right. So white
Be
and
seeing you.
Polaron things for the ship. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks very much. All right. So yeah, waiting for this thing to actually end on the 11th, because that's when the next big mission releases. So yeah, of course I'll be doing that. Of course, that's still a little bit ways off.
I only recently learned of the station here. It's very old and very well concealed, even from Vorta and Jem'Hadar. From what I can tell, the Founders studied alien life here, including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers.
Were you expecting those Dominion ships out there?
No, and that concerns me. This is supposed to be an abandoned facility. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. Let me do the talking. I should be able to make any Vorta or Jem'Hadar fall into line if things get difficult.
Agreed. Helm, take us in.
So far so good. They're not targeting us.
Entering the Dominion systems without authorization has become a bad habit of yours, one I have grown weary of. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that before my patience with your insolence expires.
Noted. The ambassador has something to add.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately.
We're not going anywhere, Founder.
Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
All right.
Dominion forces, this is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
All right. Even though I'm pretty sure we're going to take it on the Dreadnought alone, but
You certainly know how to make my days more interesting. An ancient Dominion research facility, guarded by the leader of the Founders. A cloaked fleet pales in comparison, but it's the best I can add to the mix.
glad you could make it, Garrick.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world. The fact that the Founder was willing to fire on one of her own speaks volumes on this station's worth. I look forward to discovering its secrets.
All right.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
She doesn't. Let's find out what she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet?
Thought you wanted to find some secrets, Garrick.
On any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
That's diplomatic of you, Garrick.
Captain Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
All right. All right. Beam down to the station. Course loading in between certain things takes a little bit longer than I would like, but I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. I deal with it all 15 years this game's been out, and that's insane that it's been going for that long.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Agreed.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
All right. Oh. thinking about it too. Let me get my. Working on, not surprising, working on my temporal reputation since this technically is a temporal character.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
Alright, got the station back online, so we're gonna go find the data files.
This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Let's check it out.
Research Report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow founders, the Mesan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion. Our premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict the species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
Interesting.
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
Indeed. Alright, this thing right here.
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan. Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these burrows further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
Fascinating.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years ago.
Let's see if we can find more data. More files in here. I'll go over here, use the computer.
Research Report, Dominion Date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the cadre species 484 designation, burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the burrows have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation. While dormant, a smaller servitor race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Intelligent. Friendly.
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Let's keep searching. There's one up here.
Research Report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre Species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
She sounds so proud.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
Let's find out. Alright. Rest of the things I think are in this section.
Research Report Dominion Date 8183.67. The Burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake.
Oh.
Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the Burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our Dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
You've seen that tactic before.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Herc in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Indeed. Okay, last two consoles are in here.
Research Report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous enemies. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Fakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves. Research Report Supplemental Entry 8671.71, Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Fakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Fakari and a Klingon warlord known as Mullah. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Qualnos. One can only hope.
Founders made the Fakiri.
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Unfortunately, for all concerned. Hey! Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. That's always appreciated. Hopefully not too stressed out.
Research Report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal. Galactic devastation.
They steered the Herc into other quadrants.
Yes, they knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Herc re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
Agreed.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
We should investigate this.
Agreed.
Well,
Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
it won't be gone long. Yes, the one that started everything. The one that started everything. Oh.
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters.
Not an optimal exit strategy.
Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose.
Is there something else on your mind?
I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this.
What are your concerns, Captain?
The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous.
We'll keep an eye on him after we regroup. Sound on one of my headsets keeps cutting out.
Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, I think the occupants are Fakiri.
Bad news.
It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. From what we know about the Fakiri, they probably won't be happy to see us.
Rated weapons. Stay alert.
Worf and Martok need to see this.
Yep, of course. Oh, I gotta scan the thing. But yeah, that's what I.
Picking up traces of Ketracel white in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them.
We should keep moving. But yeah, well, that's what I got with the uniforms based on my characters here. These were original. These were TOS characters after all.
We've got company, and they don't look friendly.
Well, I should say, movie-wise, I should say, whoa, I did not realize that's what that was going to do. This weapon just kind of,
We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up. Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these pods from opening.
very well. Yeah, these are the movie uniforms, the TOS movie. Oh. things. One of my away team's weapons are still going, apparently. This is... Okay, also the Tholian radiation device.
By the prophets. More incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
Odo Takira, we're on our way to assist you.
I don't like aiming that weapon at those pods. One wrong thing, even though I know it ain't actually gonna happen. Seeing how many times I've actually played these missions.
Nerys, are you...
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
I'm so rocky, Gino, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
Ooh, that was a big enemy right there. Alright.
I think we've worn out our welcome. Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived. They're beginning to assault the station as we speak, and I don't need to tell you how that will end. It's time to leave.
Let's head back up then. And of course, I see a bunch of enemies here. Being we're gonna have to fight our way out.
Looks like the Herc followed us down here.
Surprise, surprise. Oh. I thought I was doing a revive animation. No, I was sit down thing.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Odo, look out!
Hey, that's good.
Fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen.
Hey, that's good news.
Are you insane?
That's good news. Oh god, I'm freaking out.
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later, that creature would have attacked the Founder.
Situation was under control.
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wayun. That Herc was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a Founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear. as is my conscience. We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Herc. If you want to communicate with them some more, you're free to do so, but I recommend we leave immediately.
Agreed. Alright. I heard a door open. Yep. Got a combined mess of enemies in here. I was going to say... Okay, they got rid of them there.
Once we return to the upper levels, we will be able to beam up and leave this place. Are you ready to return?
Yeah, let's get back to the ship. Alright, once we complete the space segment here, that should be the mission complete. If I remember correctly, I think the next mission after this is a long one. I might need to get something to wipe off the screen. It's a little bit of a mess.
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery. Some new type of Dominion attack craft, perhaps?
Not new, old. They're Fakiri.
Fakiri? The monsters from stories that keep naughty Klingon children in line? I'm intrigued. Be sure to fill me in once we've managed to get out of this initial attack.
Right.
I remember Mr. Quark mentioning the Fakiri. Beginning to see why it's...
Oh. Okay, yeah, the Dreadnought. This Dreadnought needs to go. Well, torpedo, torpedo, torpedo. Okay. Well, it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier than dealing with some of the... Oh. Oh, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. It's a little bit easier than dealing with some of the other ships. Okay, this ain't going as quick as I would have liked. I'm gonna get rid of some of these smaller ships here. There we go. Got more things focused. Got more things focused on this dreadnought here. Oh, good. There's another one right next to me too. Oh, never mind. That's not a That's not a dreadnought, but it's still pretty tough. One of these ships just completely and utterly drained the shields, which is not great. There's another dreadnought. Let's see if I can put focus on attacking something smaller here.
Reading a massive Herd fleet dropping out of Quark.
Ah, good.
Just as the Trekkin are ordered.
Looks like the Fikiri are pursuing the better part of valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Herc out there.
Indeed.
The Herc seem to be distracted. There's something about the station that's holding their attention. We might be able to take advantage of this.
Are you suggesting we attack? While it's true we have the advantage for now, I don't think we'll hold it for long once we start blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Herc want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them enjoy their meal in peace.
Agreed.
Very well. We'll deal with the Herc later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're ready.
Right, and depart. I'm not entirely too sure. You talking about the smell from Harry Potter? Yeah. Yeah. Although unfortunately I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's possible here.
The Founders never disappoint, do they? Learning their role in the creation of Klingon mythology was alarming, to say the least. I can't help but wonder what other secrets we'll learn once those ancient data files are restored. I'm afraid I have bad news to share. I reviewed your encounter with that peaceful Herc, and my universal translator analysis is clear. It was trying to communicate. It was asking for help. One thing is certain. The Founders won't forget our act of defiance. We should all be on guard from now on. Our uneasy peace with the Dominion could unravel all too soon.
Security Chaos Blades. What do I have as my consoles? Beam turrets. Combat. I think I'll take this one.
My apologies for the quality of the transmission. I'm contacting you on an encrypted frequency. I'm working on an important covert mission, and I could use your assistance. I can't go into the details over comms, but you should know, if we pull this off, it could change the course of the Herc conflict in our favor. Meet with me on Deep Space Nine to go over the details. Come along. I've been asked to keep the details of the mission on a need-to-know basis, and right now, only you and I need to know.
Alright.
Good luck.
Let me clear out some of my items first. I'll do that, and that'll probably be the last. That'll probably be the last thing. I think I've ever used mine. I don't think I've ever used mines. Oh, already put it on. Duh. I was like, where was that thing I got? I already put it on my character. Actually, I think I put the wrong thing on too. There we go. Clear some of these. I'm gonna clear some of these out. So, right. No, this ain't the mission I was thinking. This ain't the mission I was thinking of. Thinking of though. I'm pretty sure that's the next mission. Hey, no problem. No problem at all. Glad I could be of service. All right. Like I mentioned, I think this one's gonna be. I think this one's gonna be the last one here. Course, of course, the loading screens here. There was something else I want to get. Well, since the thing's loading in, I'll mention it once I can.
No, absolutely not. This is your worst idea yet.
Do I need to remind you of the unwritten rule of acquisition, brother?
Rule 0. What the Nagus wants, we acquire. Why me? Get an eliminator to do it. Get 50. You can afford it.
You have connections with the Klingons. That and you're Rom's second most trusted Ferengi.
What? Who's first? Nog? Pel?
No. Moogie.
Fine. Send her then.
But brother, you did such a great job of rescuing her before.
I also told your son to shoot me if I ever thought of doing something like that again.
That's right, you did. Well, don't worry, he won't.
That's not what I'm worried about.
We need this, brother. We can't hold off the Herc forever.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother. Otherwise, we're doomed.
Insanity! You don't even know where the Iconian fleet is, Rom.
I don't, but Starfleet intelligence monitors all major threats, including the Iconians.
Starfleet isn't in the habit of sharing classified data.
If we can get access to a security console, we can extract the data. We'll need to keep the security officer on duty occupied.
Leave that to me, husband.
Yeah, like I mentioned, the game's been out 15 years, and it's had a pretty bad load time throughout those 15 years. I still can't believe this thing's been out. And to be honest, I've been playing.
All right, leader. The security officer on duty is a creature of habit. Comes in on a break every day without fail. Your job is to keep her occupied so Rom can get what we need from the security console. Do what you need to do. Smile, laugh at her jokes, whatever it takes. Put those feminine wiles of yours to good use.
I like that Lita has two things here that weapon things, and yet I'm pretty sure we don't use them here. Feminine wiles.
Really, Quark? I'm not here to seduce your customers. You and I both know there's more than one way to work a mark.
Whatever you say, just don't mess it up. She'll be here any minute now.
All right.
You worry too much, Quark. I got this.
Let's go.
Woo! It's your lucky day, officer. You're the 10 millionth customer here at Quark's. Congratulations! You've just won a free drink and a free spin at the Davo table. Quark, why don't you pour the lucky winner a drink? What'll it be, Constable?
Oh, thanks. I'll take a nice Dractigino. I'm on duty. I can't stay too long, but I suppose I have enough time for a spin at the table. Lead the way.
Hey, Rectigino, Klingon coffee.
Quark, will you turn that hollow me off, please? It's creeping me out.
What now?
This is why I like the Hollow Leader. She doesn't complain as much as the original. There. Happy?
Yes, thank you, Quark.
The free drink will get her to relax.
Alright.
And then some Davo to keep her busy. One loss to remove suspicion.
Looks like my luck's run out. Oh well. Thanks for the drink and the spin. Better get back to my station.
Wait.
Whoa, don't be so hasty, friend. The law of averages is on your side here. Trust me. Have another spin on the house. What have you got to lose?
Okay, you've convinced me. One more spin. Why not?
Okay, and...
Then a victory to reel her in.
Definitely more... Whoops.
Those winnings are coming out of your cut, though.
Good. The guard's distracted. Time to go to work. Overriding this door panel should be child's play.
Definitely more different than most people. As you can probably...
Secret maintenance panel.
As you probably tell...
Ryan needed me to fix it once.
Oh god, the isolinear chip thing. What do we need? Blue, green, and red. Oh. Or, you know, I could just do that.
Once I'm in, I can install a back door. Then we can access the system from the console at Quark's.
Let's see. Reset. Yeah, if it gets a little bit too annoying, that is not what I meant to do. Now, one's right, but it's in the one's right, but it's in the wrong location. Okay, so still wrong. Or so okay, that 5 is in the wrong place. Now they're all in the wrong place. There's 3 of them. There's 3 of them right. Of course, you know what? I'll just okay.
She's heading back, Rom. Get out of there.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough time, do I? I don't have enough time to just mess with the things. Well, they're still in the same place, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I need to do. I need to
Relax,
do.
everyone. It's done. I'm on my way back.
I just need to do.
Try not to look conspicuous or guilty.
I just need to do a. I just needed. I just needed to change one of them so they weren't. Didn't look like someone got into the thing there. All right, good.
Can't believe you pulled that off. Being the Nagus hasn't made you go soft between the lobes. Let's figure this out before security gets wise. Use the console behind the bar and find out what you can about the Iconians. Oh, and while you're at it, look for any other useful information in there, too. Some of it could be valuable, you know.
Relax, brother. I'll have these files cracked in no time. Starfleet encryption is good, but it's nothing compared to what we use in the Commerce Authority. That's actually difficult.
Yeah, some of the mini games are a little bit difficult. Looking for yes.
Intelligence officer's log, stardate 88139.9. A large Vakiri fleet has been spotted in transit to the Gamma Quadrant. Analysis of their course suggests they're heading toward the renegade Iconian fleet. Interesting. If the two of them manage to eliminate each other, well, that'll be two less headaches to keep me up at night. Intelligence officer.
Even though this ain't what we're looking for.
9001.7. Major Herc activity throughout the four quadrants. As expected, Alliance forces are spread thin in attempts to protect critical sites in their own territory, as well as within the Dominion. The Klingons continue to stay out of it, with the exception of a token force of volunteers. Efforts to enlist the full aid of the Empire to date have faltered.
All right, what else do we have done? Okay, I just want to see what else we had, but.
Intelligence officer's log, stardate 88039.8. Tekken's fleet is currently in the Phoenix sector, moving through deep space. She's keeping a low profile for the most part, avoiding conflict with both the Dominion and the Herc. Anything foolish enough to get in her sights doesn't live long enough to regret it, however. The wreckage of a Gamma pirate flotilla will testify to that.
And that's all the info I need. There we go. We got what we came for.
All right, Rom, a deal is a deal. You found the Iconian, so I guess it's my turn now. Time to put the team together?
Yes.
And that's the job. Confront.
Where's Gala?
Really? He shot the hostage last time. He's not invited.
Brunt, your database skills should help us locate the package.
Always happy to help, Grand Nagus. Retreat.
Still a master of Rule 33. Aren't you, Brunt?
It never hurts to suck up to the boss.
Of course. I presume you'll need my ship again, yes?
Not this time. We'll need a ship that can fight, just in case.
And we'll have it, thanks to our friend here.
Good. Everyone's here. Also, full consortium.
Unbelievable.
The table's rigged. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, see, some of the load times are fine.
Here, the cloaking device I acquired from my cousin Gala is working like a charm. Keep an eye on it, though. I'd rather not attract the attention of the Iconians, or the Vakiri, for that matter.
Agreed.
Looks like they're busy trying to blow each other to bits out there. Let's use that to our advantage. You see those Iconian sentry probes? They use those to detect cloaked ships. So, you'll want to disable them before we move much closer. This cloak is good, but it's not that good.
Understood.
Getting in's the easy part. We're cloaked and unexpected.
No, but chat doesn't not bother me. If there's dialogue on the screen though or whatever, somebody's talking. If there's somebody talking, I don't tend to chat during that though. Now, of course, the one thing I don't understand, of course, the cloak for all the things happens on all the ship, but this ship does come with its own cloak. But I guess They needed that for if the ship didn't have a cloaking device. Oh. No, chat doesn't bother me unless they're well, trying to cause trouble or whatnot, and that's not happening here.
That should be enough to get to the flagship undetected.
Well, we can all stop holding our breath now. It worked. If you'll be so kind as to fly us behind that massive Iconian ship, we'll be on our way.
That should be easy too.
I'm looking forward to this.
Almost there. Just take it nice and easy. I can't believe I'm actually going to sneak onto an Iconian flagship and... Oof. Keep the engine running. Okay? I have a feeling we're going to need to get out of here in a hurry.
Shuttle's prepped. Good luck.
I've never been this close before. Impressive.
Terrifying. This is insane. Nog, you're our engineer. Buy 400 and sell it 5.
It'll be up to you to disable the security systems, son.
Right. I'm familiar with their tech from the war. I won't let you down, Father. Evade.
Yeah, that's never good.
We're up first, Nog. We need to lower the local security so Brunt and Leck can do their jobs.
Right.
No problem. I memorized the schematics for this vessel on the way here. There are engineering consoles we can use for that nearby. Follow me.
Yeah.
Head left here, Nog.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are more mini games here that I'm not really all that familiar with. Unfortunately.
I've studied Iconian systems. I can unlock these doors.
Case in point, I think we're.
If I send in the appropriate signals to the door,
We'll have to disable
should be able to
security and
toggle the door
engineering.
locks. The good news is that my tricorder can get me the signal I need to send. The bad news is the Iconian systems only take trinary input. I think I see how the inputs work, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Let's see. See if I can do this. 23. So. Okay. Nope, that's a little bit too much there. I just need to get one. Just need to get one more. If I change that to 2, is it actually going to work? Nah. Close, but
Got it. And we're done here.
close, but unfortunately not close enough. If I wasn't streaming, I'd probably would have guessed a little bit more, but
Heralds! Don't worry. I can handle them.
yeah, since we only got 2 characters here, they ain't going to send a full force our way. There we go.
Hold on, Uncle. Something's coming.
That looks like more than we can handle. Let Leck take care of it. He'll probably enjoy it.
once it's gone.
Great idea. Do that. Quickly.
Yeah, like I mentioned, if I wasn't streaming, I probably could have guessed.
Head right here.
Oh. Oh, here we go again with this. I just need a couple more. Hey!
Got it. And we're done here.
Didn't need to brute force that one.
We've made it. This is main engineering.
Quark. Let's see, override the things.
Security's offline. We're good to go.
We got that one. I'll come over here.
Can we drop their rear shield for a moment?
From the other console? Why?
You'll see.
All right.
What's that, Uncle?
Call it an insurance policy. Lack, how do you feel about Iconian heralds?
Very dangerous. I look forward to shooting some. Sell at 250? Buy at 100.
You'll get your chance, clearing the path for Quark and Nog.
The riskier the road, the greater the profit. I'm in.
Lek, Brunt, you're on.
Brunt, FCA. I'm on my way.
The hunt is on. Magnificent. Truly magnificent.
All right.
It's looking this way between control points. I should be able to sneak up if I duck behind the walls. Ooh, they fight back. Good, good. Keep losing power.
It's almost gone. There we go. Takes care of that one.
I bet I can make that console switch remotely.
All right. No, not quite. Not quite.
Not the explosion I was looking for, but it'll do.
I found the package. The Iconian keeps it on display in what looks like a trophy room. And here I thought they were above such basic behavior. I've analyzed their patrol patterns, Lek. You'll need a clear path for Quark and Nog. I trust you'll keep the guards in that area occupied for a suitable period of time.
Of course.
Testing my skills against Iconians? This is worth more than latinum to me. Don't get your lobes bunched, Brunt. I'll clear the path for the others by any means necessary.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, he did a pretty good job, which actually
More enemies to the left, and another console.
Which, as I said earlier, I need to get back playing Sonic Adventure 2. All right, override the thing. Yeah, I need to get back into playing Sonic Adventure 2.
What? Still no explosion? Ugh, ridiculous. If I make some noise, the big one will come to investigate.
I'm not gonna be surprised. Not gonna be surprised when he Well, hopefully he's in the fourth movie. I hope.
This isn't work. This is fun.
Hopefully he's in the fourth movie. I hope. Okay, activate the console over here.
If I overload those conduits, I'm sure it'll make a big explosion. Doesn't anything blow up around here? Lecter Quark, the path is clear.
There we go.
I'm detecting some nearby patrols.
I'll see if I can cause a distraction. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure we could find something here.
If I blow up that console, it'll cause a nice distraction.
Right.
Nog, how do I overload these ridiculous Iconian consoles?
Easy. First you need to... Wait. How are you at trinary conversions?
Never mind. I have a workaround.
Brother, you'll crack the safe. Once Brunt finds it, that is.
Nice of you to give me the easy job, Rom.
By that point, Lect will have eliminated their guards.
We're talking about Iconians here, Rom.
I'll be with you, Uncle. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so much better now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they didn't explode, so so he had to make his own with the weapon he was carrying.
Time for me to earn my share. Watch and learn.
All right, last one.
Don't worry, Uncle. I've got your back.
Last one, and unsurprisingly, oh, and we're back to other things exploding around here too. All right, more of them down this way.
You know, you were supposed to shoot me if I got pulled into another one of these.
I thought you meant rescue operations. I can shoot you later if you like.
No, it just wouldn't be the same.
I like that he screamed after their little dialogue there.
I'm impressed.
Alright, we need to go down this way.
That's one word for it.
Yeah, the room's been cleared. Room's been cleared, so I think that we're good. Although I do see enemies down here.
We left some guarding in the trophy room.
It's okay, Uncle. We can handle that.
Fine, these are minor enemies. As I said, minor enemies.
Alright, now let's find the package. It has to be in one of the display cases around the room.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever changed the name of any of my characters at all. I don't think I've changed the name of any of my characters at all. They've all stuck with the same name they've had for.
Package located. The Sword of Kalos. Now, we need to retrieve it.
That's our big one right there.
I can use this to bring the package from its display globe. I need to use the right frequencies, though. Enter the wrong one, and every alarm around will go off. The frequencies change periodically. Once I start this, I need to get them all, or I'll have to start over.
Yeah, go figure.
I can just scan the machine for you. Should be easy enough to get the frequencies.
And leave a report.
You, of all people, should know that Federation tricorders record whatever
Oh,
they
excuse
scan.
me.
Never leave a data trail. We'll do this the Ferengi way. It'll take someone with the lopes for the job. That's me.
Yeah, probably don't want to. Yeah, probably don't want to do that. Okay, so we. It's obviously easy enough. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Got it. Hey.
Nicely done, Uncle. We did it. We actually did it. We shouldn't stick around, though. Let's head back to the shuttle before the Iconians figure out what we're up to.
Right.
Rule 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Okay. There we go. Now we got to escape. But yeah, all my characters have kept their same names. I don't think I want to change.
Far enough. Well done, Quark. You actually managed to pull it off. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. You've a talent for larceny, after all. Time, however, is a factor. Hand it over now, or I'll shoot you both and take it from your cold, dead fingers.
Well, to be honest, that particular mini game wasn't that hard to get done. What dare?
Are you out of your mind? Have you forgotten who Nog and I are related to? No payout is worth what will happen to you if you do this. Wrong. We'll have every eliminator, bounty hunter, and pirate in the 4 quadrants gunning for you.
How did Lek put it? Oh, yes. The riskier the road, the greater the profit. Wise words indeed. The payout from this job will provide me with more than enough latinum to remove your idiot brother and take my rightful place as the Grand Nagus. I'm willing to give you a sporting chance, however. Hand over the package. You might be able to flee before that very angry Iconian arrives.
This is insane.
Have it your way, Brunt. You're dumber than you look. You think the crew of our ride won't be suspicious when you come back without us. They'll probably throw you in the brig on general principle. I know I would.
Oh.
Ah, but I won't be traveling with them, Quark. I've made other travel arrangements. Time's up. Hand it over, or prepare to meet the blessed exchequer. Ha! I'd pay a lot to witness that audit. Might even be worth dying for, just to hear you scream on your way to the vault of eternal destitution.
Alright, hand over the sword.
Goodbye, Quark. At last, goodbye!
Nog! Now!
Dog got a little distracted there.
Look a little closer. That's a chronoton field. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call.
Very well. Speak. Your crimes are numerous. You breached my security, damaged my vessel, killed members of my crew, violated my sanctum, and stolen something very precious to me. Each is punishable by death. Tell me, why shouldn't I purge you like the odious vermin you are?
Still? Me?
That's where you're wrong. I don't have anything of yours on me. Run a scan if you don't believe me. If anything, I was trying to stop the lunatic that did steal from you. I may be odious vermin, but I'm not stupid. Look, we should be working together to stop our mutual enemy instead of wasting time with this argument.
There will be plenty of time to eliminate each and every one of you filthy creatures. That field of yours will drop eventually, and then you will die. Your cohort will be tracked and ultimately killed. I will have my vengeance on you all soon enough.
Good point.
You're not entirely wrong, but I think you're going to have a much bigger problem to deal with in the very near future. Any moment now.
Alright.
Remember this? A little something we picked up on Karema. Keep it on your ship and beam it to our location when we give you the signal.
What's that, Uncle?
Call it an insurance policy. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call.
Explain yourself. Speak while you still can, Ferengi.
Oh, that?
They're called Herc. Maybe you've heard of them. Real nasty dispositions. Eat everything they come across, and now they've come across your fleet. You Iconians are tough, but you're not invincible. Against the Fakiri and the Herc, those are some pretty long odds to get. Here's how this is gonna work. You're gonna let us go, and in return, I'll disable the device that's bringing every Herc in the quadrant here to chew on your ship. We'll go our way, you'll go yours. Otherwise, we'll wait and see what happens first. My field drops, or you and your ship become the main course at the Herc buffet.
I agree to your terms. Go, get out, leave my ship, and disable your wretched device. Know this, you've made it early today, Ferengi. I am patient. I will avenge myself. You will pay for your crimes.
Sounds a lot like Odo, doesn't she?
Right. Then we have a deal. We'll be on our way then. I'll take care of your hurt problem once I've made it to a safe distance. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but we both know that'd be a lie.
Oh, we gotta get out.
What are we waiting for? Run! Run! We're almost there, but we lost the sword. We went through all of this, and for what?
It's not over yet.
Quark to Modron. Is the package secured?
Margarine here. You'll be happy to know the package is safe and sound. I beamed it to your ship a few minutes ago. I'm afraid Brunt is a little bruised, but these things happen. I'll keep him nice and sedated until we get back to the Alpha Quadrant. And Quark, be sure to let the Nagus know I held up my end of the bargain, won't you?
Of course.
I'll be sure to let him know, Modron. Quark out. Always have a backup plan, Nog. Especially when dealing with snakes like Brunt. Let's go. And look! The shuttle's right where we left it! Things are looking up for a change! Let's get out of here before Cat changes her mind.
Alright, and we're out. Not quite done just yet, though.
Thanks for sticking around. Now, back to DS9. It's very frankly, I thought looking for an excuse to kill us. Rather not give you one more. And they'll be busy dealing with the hurt. Garrett's little toy works like a charm.
Agreed.
We've got a problem. The cloaking device is acting up. If it goes down, every ship in the system will know where it is. I'll do what I can to keep it running, but we might need to fight our way out of here.
Understood, Captain.
The cloak's offline!
Yeah, yep, he did.
This is what I get for buying it from Yale.
So why we should have used the cloak on this ship. Alright.
Don't worry, I'll be running it again. I just need a couple minutes.
Yeah, I don't really have backstories for my characters, to be honest. I don't have backstories for my characters. They just kind of are, and that's mainly because I tend to use them all for different things.
Just one more minute. Keep us safe.
And yeah, yeah, I ain't surprised that Quark tripped. Oh god, the swarmers. Hey! Alright, we need away from everything. We need away from everything.
Cloak's online again, and we're at a safe distance from the enemy. We can leave as soon as you're ready.
Excellent.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I was ready to go the minute we warped into the system. And I'm doubly ready to go now. Not to tell you your business, but make it so, please.
And we're out. They're also still not quite there.
Nog told me you did a great job keeping them all safe. Thank you for bringing them back in one piece. The 6th rule of acquisition says, never allow family to stand in the way of opportunity. Or what can I say? Family means a lot to me.
What happened to Brunt?
Brunt is ambitious, but predictable. We expected him to betray us, and we capitalized on it. Brunt made life difficult for the Nausicans who worked for Madron. That was a painful decision. Ask Dr. Bashir about that if you're interested.
And Madron?
Brunt made the mistake of dealing with someone more ambitious than he was. Madron came to me shortly after Brunt made him an offer, and I made Madron a counter-offer he couldn't refuse. I think I just came up with a new rule of acquisition. It's not smart to turn down a deal with the Grand Aegis. I'm pretty sure Madron would agree with that.
So now what?
There's something I'm curious about. The Herc stole the Sword of Kalis from the Klingons a long time ago, but no one seems to know why. They didn't eat it, so there must be something about it they value. And we Ferengi are all about value. Perhaps the lab's sensors and equipment can tell us more. Maybe it's made of a rare, precious metal.
Possible. Let's find out. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't have any Harry Potter OCs.
What can I do for you?
How's Brunt doing?
Well, he's got a deep contusion of the auricular lobe and a possible dislocated malleus. Normally, in a Ferengi, either condition could be fatal, but it seems that whoever did this to our friend here knew exactly how to keep the damage just this side of lethal. Luckily for the patient, he'll live. Unluckily, there's only so much modern medicine can do to numb this type of pain. Quark and Rom don't seem too concerned, though.
Ouch.
And they'll both pay for their crimes.
Doctor?
If you say so, Brunt, but the Grand Nagus has other ideas, I'm afraid. And I hear that Ferengi prison is unpleasant.
To say the least.
None of the Ferengi were willing to tell me what led to Brunt looking like he went 10 rounds with the Gorn heavyweight champion. Care to enlighten me?
That's classified, Doctor. Sorry. Alright. Scan the thing.
Now, this is interesting. These readings indicate that the Sword of Kalis is made out of biological material with a germanium base. I'll need to run more tests to be certain, but I believe the weapon was fashioned out of a Herc carapace. This may explain their interest in it.
Fascinating. Alright.
Based on the scans, that carapace was around for quite a long time before Kalis made a weapon out of it. The blade material is over 4,000 years old, where the story of Kalis is roughly only 1,600 years old.
Amazing. Who, Dr. Bashir? Yeah, that's not how he looked. That's not how he looked. What was I going to say? That's not how he looked in the Deep Space Nine. But of course, seeing how this particular game is supposed to take this. Oh my God! Seeing how this particular game takes a little bit after. Well, actually, I think it also takes place after Voyager. Yeah, he his looks have changed since Deep Space Nine, as you can probably tell.
I'm reading traces of multiple radiation types within the blade. Discounting the type that likely came from the Iconians, there are still clear traces of thermobaric and tetrionic radiation. I believe we could cross-reference Alliance and Dominion star charts and easily determine where these traces of radiation originated from.
Any conclusions, Doctor? Alright.
We have a 4,000-year-old weapon made of a Herc carapace. My analysis of the radiation within the blade should allow us to narrow down its point of origin. I've had the computer working on that as we speak. Let's have a look. Cross-referencing all known Alliance and Dominion star charts, and voila! There's one system, the contains all of the conditions we've isolated. Havas Kur, at the edge of Dominion space. It's possible we've just discovered the location of the Herc homeworld. We should forward this information to the appropriate parties at once. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
Sounds impressive and valuable. Roll 21, Quark. Never place friendship above profit.
Unbelievable! I knew Brunt was a snake, but Lek? Guess I should have known better. The bigger the smile, the sharper the knife. And Lek's got plenty of both.
He played us all for fools.
He's a fool if he thinks he can steal from me. I'll have every eliminator, bounty hunter, and pirate in the 4 quadrants gunning for him. No one steals from the Grand Nagus and lives to profit from it.
Klingons won't be happy if they find out.
Considering how angry my father is, the Klingons will be the least of Lek's problems. I haven't seen him this mad since he caught me. Well, we don't need to get into that. Despite everything that's happened, we'll hold up our end of the bargain. I'll be in touch when everything is prepared. And remember, this operation never happened.
Alright, and back to the ship. But
Think they bought it?
Completely. As far as they're concerned, the sword has been stolen. You, might want to lay low for a while, though.
Opportunity plus instinct equals profit. Well done, brother.
The sword of Kalis, as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
So will I, Grilka, once the payment clears. Pleasure doing business with you.
alright, and mission complete. Throwing knives. You know what? I don't think I've ever chosen this one.
Researchers led by my friend Dr. Bashir.
I'll save that for next time once I'm on this character. I don't think I've ever used throwing knives here. That ought to be interesting. The next mission. Although I don't think there's well, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, it is where I need to cut off. Yeah, that mission was actually pretty long. It is where I need to cut off for right now. So do me a favor if you would, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Helps me and my channel out quite a bit. So I'm done for right now. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you.